Jet
Good
planes in the
morning,
night sky with
students.
you.
All of you, good morning.
Getting high in the
Welcome
sunrise with
to my class.
you.
This is a regular class regarding to foreign expressions. Mainly, first of all, I have taken Latin derived words. Latin, the words which came from Latin language. The origin of words in Latin language. I have already explained you 31 foreign expressions and their meanings, and some of the examples also I have explained in detail. Today the class is in this class I am ready. My aim is to complete from 32 to 50 foreign expressions, Latin expressions. The first one is here. The first one is facsimile. First one is facsimile. The pronunciation is facsimile. Facsimile. That means the pronunciation we should understand we should utter the word correct pronunciation. This foreign expression is called facsimile. The meaning of facsimile is here. The meaning of facsimile is a close imitation. That means a close imitation means likeness or make similar thing, or ditto, or photocopy, replace or Xerox copy, or duplicate or exact copy. That means facsimile means something that is made to look exactly like something else. Exact copy, or especially a document, that means this will be really a genuine old copy, not facsimile. The example is this is a genuine old copy, not facsimile. Facsimile means just a photostat. It is a photostat. It is a Xerox. It is not original. It is a duplicate. But it is exact copy. It is similar to that copy. That is called foreign expression from Greek word facsimile. Next we go to the next word. Next vocabulary, fate accomplish. Fate accomplish. The meaning of this word is the fate accomplish. That means an established fact. Fate accomplish means a truth or accomplished fact, and that means certainty or done deed, reality or truth. That means this one is irrecoverable, undeniable fact, not a deniable fact, undeniable fact. That means you should understand fate accompli means we must understand the word is truth and certainty, reality. That is more important. For example, since the demolition of the historic site, historic building is fate accompli, a protest could be fruitless. If you protest someone without demolishing that historic building, it is already a fait accompli. That means it should be fact. The action should be fact. It could not be, if you protest them, it could be fruitless. That is the meaning of the fait accompli. And in camera, camera is a wrong pronunciation. We should pronounce this word camera. Means camera means, okay, in camera means in secret. That means, what is the meaning of that idiom, that foreign expression? In camera means confidentially. We arranged a meeting. All our classmates or delegates have been arranged a meeting in camera. In camera means they have arranged the meeting confidentially. They met confidentially. They meet privately. They meet secretly, but not openly, but not publicly. That is the meaning of the in camera. In camera mean, that is the meaning. We should in the case heard in camera. That means it is heard, it is discussing, it is arguing confidentially. The hearings were held in camera. The hearings in the court were held in camera. In camera means they should arrange that discussions, that arguments privately or confidentially or secretly. That is the meaning of the in camera. Next, incognito. That is the next foreign expression. Incognito. That is the correct pronunciation. Incognito means, for example, disguise. We all know disguise. Disguise means, what is the meaning of disguise? Give a different appearance in order to conceal one's identity. That is the meaning of the disguise. In order to conceal, to hide, we should not expose our identity. That is the meaning of the disguise or incognito. Give a different appearance, or why should we become a different appearance to the public? In order to conceal one's identity, hiding our true identity. We don't want to be recognized. That is the incognito. That is the meaning. Avoiding being recognized by changing our name and appearance also. For example, incognito, these are all the words which we feel very difficult, but they are very easy to understand. The internal meaning, the meaning of the word. If the meaning of the words we should understand, everything is easy when we reading comprehension. Most of the reading comprehension, many students are not able to understand. Why? Because they don't know idioms, the meanings of the idioms, the meanings of foreign words, the meanings of phrasal verbs, the meanings of all vocabulary, either synonyms or antonyms. We are not able to understand any passage or any reading comprehension. We should not able to comprehend thoroughly. For example, incognito means hiding our true identity. Means, for example, the prince, the king often traveled abroad. Do you know the meaning of abroad? Abroad means foreign country. Incognito, that means he did not he is in different appearance in order to conceal his identity. The prince is not found, he is not recognized by the public. That is the meaning of the incognito or disguise. In disguise, there is a meaning is there. We should understand thoroughly and clearly. Is it clear or not? Okay, next. Next foreign word is in memoriam. In memoriam means in memory of. In memory of. What is the meaning of? It is easy to remember in our mind. Memoriam, memory. Memorable. We should recognize that words. We should find out or identify the meaning of the in memoriam. Memory as a memorial. In memory of, used especially in epitaphs, used obituary, tombstones. TOM, tomb stones or stone grave, gravestones, not gravestones, gravestones. When we write the inscriptions on that time. For example, memory of, that means in memorial of. In memorial of, especially these are used in epitaph. Epitaph means we have some written on the tombs in memory of that particular person who has died. For example, in memoriam, we should understand the meaning of the word, the foreign word. For example, one of the he may be president may be died last time. School on that time, schools were closed in memoriam of the president, and will be closed tomorrow also for his funeral. Students should remember, in memoriam means memorial or memory, or especially these are used. This word is used. They have written inscriptions on the gravestones. That is the meaning of the foreign expressions. All the students, we should understand the words, particularly the pronunciation. We should concentrate pronunciation and meaning. Both are important. Okay, next the word is the foreign word is ibidam. Ibidam means a short form. Ibid short form is a full form. Ibidam, it is a short form. Ibid, that is a short form is ibid. IB ibid. That word is okay, sorry, here ibid. We should write ibid, and then ibidam means in the same place. Ibidam means in the same place. Ibidam means in the same place. Things are case. The meaning of this ibidam. Ibid is a short form. Ibidam is a full form. In the same place, commonly used in the end note or footnote. For example, it is used when citing a reference in the same book or chapter or page, etc., literally in the aforementioned place. For example, if you see the word ibidam in a footnote, they have written the ibidam. That means that particular footnote has already been mentioned on a different page in the same place, commonly used in the end note or footnote. That is called the ibidam. Literally, it is in the aforementioned place, aforementioned site. And then we go to the next foreign word, important word, in toto, on the whole, entirely. In toto means totally, completely, and as a whole, in all, overall. This is the meaning. If you believe, for example, I have foreteller is there, a predictor is there. If we believe a foreteller's predictions about our future in toto. The foretellers prediction about our future in toto we believe. That means it means we accept of everything he says, of everything he says. That is in toto. That is totally all the students, many students has boycott the classes. In toto, all the students boycott the classes in toto. All the teachers applied for leave in toto. That means entirely, totally, completely. That is the meaning of that foreign word. And next foreign word is inter alia. This is the pronunciation. Inter alia. Among other things. Inter alia means among other things. This is often found in legal pleadings and writings to specify one example out of many possibilities. Among other things, we specify one example. This is inter alia. Inter alia means, for example, when we want to say that there are other things involved apart from as we are mentioning. Inter alia means among other things means this is often found in legal pleading and writings to specify one example out of many possibilities. That is the meaning of inter alia. Next word is ipso facto. By the very fact, actually. Ipso facto means by the fact itself. It is inevitable. We should not escape from that. Used to say that is reasonable to state or believe something based on facts that are already known, that incident has been taken place. For example, if something is ipso facto true, it must be true because of fact that has been mentioned. We can't escape. It has done. It is a fact. That is ipso facto. Ipso facto means by the very fact actually. For example, if a lot of people are preparing for a riot, for a damage, to break out, that means to break out ipso facto means it is likely to happen. It is not easy to escape from that activity. It is an inevitable thing, inevitable fact. That is ipso facto. And then we go to the next idiom, idiist. Idiist is that is. The short form is IE. That is to say. The meaning is that is to say. That is to say. Or in other words, for example, viz. This is also foreign term viz. Viz means namely. The same meaning. Namely, to specify something mentioned previously. It can be used interchangeably with specifically, namely. Only one city has, example, I will explain you through the example. Only one city has hosted the Summer Olympics 3 times. Summer Olympics 3 times. That is namely only one city id east. Only one city id east. That is has hosted the Summer Olympics 3 times. And then we go to the in extenso. That is the next foreign expression, in extenso. At full length. In extenso means at full length, at length, at length means in detailed, heart and soul, at a large, in verbatim, verbatim. For example, at full length means the entire passage was quoted in extenso. It is quoted in extenso means the entire completely passage has been rewritten. The whole passage was quoted in extenso means in detail, full length. That is the meaning of the in extenso. And then we go to the next idiom, infradig. What is the meaning of infradig? Infradig means, for example, here infradig, that is we have to understand that one. Infradig means below one's position. Below one's position. One's position means unworthy of one, demeaning, degrading oneself. That means beneath one, being beneath one's dignity. That means undignified. We feel undignified. We feel guilty. We feel shame. Infradig means we ourselves degraded ourselves. Our sense, our ability, our skill, we have been degraded ourselves. No other can degrade it. That is the meaning of this one. For example, one girl, she thinks it is a bit of infradig. Why she feels degrading, demeaning and unworthy? Because she thinks it is a bit of infradig to do her own housework. She feels shame to doing his own household work. That is not a good habit. We do our work with a dignity. We don't feel. She feels like that. For example, she thinks it is a bit of infradig to do her own housework work. That is the meaning of the infradig means demeaning, degrading our sense, our position. Below one's our position. That is the meaning of that foreign expression. That means ignorant, ignoratia means. What is the meaning of ignoratia? Ignoratia means ignorance of the point under discussion. Ignorance means that lack of knowledge. Ignorance means, ignoratia means ignorance of the point under discussion. That means lack of knowledge, lack of education or awareness. It is a fallacious argument. There is no useful that argument in which the conclusion reached proved it is irrelevant conclusion, irrelevant to the matter at hand, useless argument. Lack of knowledge, because of lack of knowledge, lack of education, lack of awareness, we are unaware of a law. We don't know law. Wrong conception, ignorance, incompetence. That is the misexperience. That is the inexperience. That is the meaning of the ignoratia. There is a meaning is there. Ignoratia in this word, ignorance is there. Ignorance is there means we have no knowledge, no proper education, no particular awareness in particular issue, but we have been discussing. That is that irrelevant discussion is a matter, it is a waste of time. It is irrelevant to the matter of the hand, unaware of the law. That is the meaning of the ignoratia. And then we go to the in sano sensu. The in sano sensu. Okay. that meaning is in proper sense. In proper sense. In sano sense means understand. Understand, dignified used especially in technical references. In proper sense. In sano sensu means we have some understanding. I should understand your facial expression, your problems. We should comprehend. Comprehensiveness, the ability to comprehend each and everything is called in sano sensu. A proper sense, the person who has a proper sense, he has in sano sensu, in a proper sense. It is used especially in technical references. In sano sense, the terminology is used. And next, the foreign expression is in situ, in its original situation. In situ means in an original place, in the original premises, in the original site, the event taken place in the original place. To describe where an event are situated in the original or natural place, existing place, or a position appropriate. When something is in situ, if something is in situ means it is in its original location or original place. That is to describe where an event taken place. That is called in situ. Next we go to the from last second one, ipso juri, by the law itself, according to the law. Ipso juri means law. Directly translated as by the law itself. Ipso means itself, juri means by law, by the operation of the law. According to law, we have to discuss. According to law, directly translated by itself, we should participate. It is a reasonable argument. That is the ipso juri. And 48. And then for juri vivaino, that is the juri divino. Juri divino means juri divino means by divine law. Divine means God, heavenly, godly, holy, very pleasing or delighted, by authority, by right, by divine law. What is the meaning of juri? A system or body of law are like God, heavenly. This is the divine law. Divine law means heavenly body, heavenly, authoritatively, authority, by right, by divine law. We should participate in that debate. And then last two foreign expressions have been there. I should explain also. Lingua franca. Lingua franca means a language used. Here the meaning is a common language, a language used as a form of communication. A language used for communicate between groups of people who speak different languages. It is also called link language. That is called lingua franca. For example, our English language is lingua franca in many parts of the world. Not only India, many parts of the world, many countries. That is lingua franca, a common language. Different areas, different countries, they speak their languages, but our link language, our international language, our language is useful as it functions as a lingua franca. That means it is used as a common language. That is the meaning of the lingua franca. And then we go to the last one. This is 50th one. 50th one. Number 50 is locus standi, a place for standing. It is a legal terminology. It is used in mostly in law. Locus standi. What is the meaning of the locus standi? It is a legal term. It is a legal right to appeal. That is the meaning of the person who has a legal right to appeal, to stand there to appeal his opinion, his aspect, the right or capacity to bring on action, to appear in a court. A right to appear in a court or before anybody on a given question, a right to be heard, the right or ability to being a legal actions, to be a court or law, to appear in a court. For example, he has no locus standi, to stand there, to ask, to appeal for it. That is the example. This is the law related word, legal term, and mostly foreign words in law courses are there, and we should understand. First of all, you should concentrate on pronunciation and meaning of the word, and then usage is more important. All of you, goodbye. Please watch this class very patiently and understand. If you don't understand once, you should watch a second time also. Thank you very much. Goodbye all of you.